Hello and welcome back to Jade Empire! When last we left off, for the second time in a row, we were in the middle of a conversation. I'm sensing a theme here. Zoo was just asking us about, how we will handle it if, I know that it just happened, but I've already forgotten what we were talking about. Oh yeah, about the loyalty of followers. And as he's implying, yeah, there's a lot more followers than just him and Dawnstar. In fact, he seemed to kind of already assume that we had more. Because we get at least the bulk of them in Tien's Landing. It's a BioWare game, what do you expect? If anyone is drawn to my cause... wait. If anyone is drawn to my cause, I will do my best not to endanger them.
Your best may not be enough. That is why it is so often used as comfort after failure. You tried your best, but death consumed the nation anyway. Sorry. The sides of the coming conflict seem very well defined. That will not always be the case. It is sometimes difficult to see the truth behind the actions of others. Enough. I don't have anything else relevant to say. Perhaps I will when I have seen more of what you are capable of and what your master intends.
Sounds good. Time to get out of my party.
I am honored that you have chosen me.
Yeah, we'll be bringing Zoo in occasionally for reasons that I don't feel like I need to tell you about right now. Let's see. Any more quests we need to pick up? I don't know why, but that animation looks so funny to me. I don't think those are the seal. No, they're not. Gotta go way over here. I did not plan that timing out. It just happened.
Baker Bay, how are you today?
Go away! I told you I want no part of this. Tell Eiling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders.
Zoo?
Nothing personal. It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your face in the gutter. Hold on a sec. We've got company. You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when Eiling's boys are working.
I'm just walking by. I wonder why that guy sounds like he's gargling sand. And, yeah, you just heard another... You just heard another, furry intruder. This time a cat. Because apparently everybody wants to get in on the let's playing fun. Aha. I can't believe that worked.
These thugs would just attack me in broad daylight like that.
Yes.
They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you.
Well, they did have
I never
spears.
expected such help from a stranger.
I don't think they were just gonna tickle you with their spears. Actually, Lon sent me to help.
You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down.
Yeah, you suck, dude. She's just worried about you.
Yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I can't fault Lan for being worried about me. I've taken some serious beatings lately. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this.
Involved in what exactly?
Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day she sends her thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her.
So why don't you go talk to her?
She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, I'm afraid that I'll never come out. At least the beatings on the street are out in public. It won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway.
I get the feeling you're not telling me something.
I'm being completely honest, I swear. I know how this looks. You must think I've done something to deserve this, but I have no idea why Eiling is after me.
Maybe I could talk to Eileen for you.
Thank you so much. Eiling and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace.
Yeah, a couple kids in this tiny podunk here. One grows up to be a baker. The other grows up to be a gang leader. And we just leveled up again. Should probably go ahead and deal with that. We need more mind. And body. Got more style points, but just barely not enough. Oh, that hurts. Here's what Spirit Thief gets. Let's see. Does direct damage and chi. Yeah, Spirit Thief is quite unique because I think all of its chi strike stuff doesn't actually drain chi. I know it says it there, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Those most adept at manipulating chi find that even the spiritual energy of others is within their grasp. The strikes and form of the Spirit Thief style enable practitioners to tap an enemy's vital energies and refill their own reserves. While the techniques of this style do no physical damage to its victims without being charged with the user's chi, those who face a Spirit Thief master find themselves without the resolve to put their heart into the fight. I will actually be increasing this, because it's actually a pretty good style. Yeah, let's go with that. Gonna save that last point. The main thing that you're gonna want for transformation styles is chi cost reduction. The other two, not really worth it, especially chi strike. Don't ever use chi strike in a transformation style. You also aren't going to see me using transformation styles much, because they drain you fast. Like, amazingly fast. Hello, random thug.
This here's a private club. Members only.
I need to speak to Eiling about Bay.
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in. They'll unlock the door for you.
Because I did.
Be careful in here. I don't relish the idea of fighting my way out of this.
So, I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a lesson, didn't you? You'd think after all the beatings I gave them over the years they'd be used to losing. But they're still taking it pretty hard. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them.
I kind of figured they were dead. Why are you picking on Bay?
Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me.
He promised to marry you?
I know what you're thinking. Why would Bay want to marry someone like me? I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house, kids too. Bay promised to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to.
Let me bring Bay here. Maybe we can work something out.
Yeah, okay. If he has the guts to come here and face me, I'll talk to him. But I'm not going to let him weasel out of his promise.
I'll go get Bay right now.
Lan, what are you doing here?
I figure we better get all the secrets out, Bay. If Lon's going to marry you, she should know what kind of man you really are.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about?
Eileen claims Bay promised to marry her.
What? Bay, how could you?
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Don't pretend like you don't remember, Bay. It was summer, and we were sitting on a little raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shun had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and said, "I think you're pretty, Eileen. And someday when we're grown up, I'll marry you."
What? But that was years ago. We were kids. We were only 6 years old. You can't hold me to that.
She's got an excellent memory. Seems like you're being unreasonable, Eileen.
Kids say all kinds of things, Eileen. Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. But that same day you gave me the frog back. You said you'd never, ever, ever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, Bay. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked. You promised to marry me, and you're going to keep that promise.
What's wrong with her eyes? Wait, Eileen, you said you'd never make Bay unhappy. And yeah, this one here, Lan and Eileen should fight. If you say that, Eileen just straight up murders her.
Well, yes, I did say that. But that was when we were still friends. Now he pretends like he doesn't even know me. He's changed.
It wants me to say it so badly. You changed too.
Yes, but... well... you're right. I know you're right. Bay's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bay is yours.
If I had more, I would gladly give it to you. But my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have. Please, take it with my thanks.
Sorry about the dogs. Keep your dowry, Lon. I was just happy to help.
After all you've done for us, now you are letting Lan keep her dowry as well? Your generosity knows no bounds. I'm overwhelmed.
You've done so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name our first child after you to honor your memory.
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry, Bay. I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I just snapped.
It's okay, Eileen. I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bay. Let's go.
I like how she said that they're gonna name their firstborn after me when I never even introduced myself. And then they phase out of existence. That sounds about right. Good night, everybody.